What is going on? We are here with a second business spotlight. As always, if you like the content, subscribe, click on notifications. And today we're actually in a place that I absolutely love. It's Buster's Pet Resort and Dog Daycare. I have been a customer myself since 2020. Yeah, 2020. That's when I got little Bella. So 2020. And I have here Colin, the owner of the facility, and I'm going to ask them some questions and kind of get a feel for what they do here. I'll share my experience. So, Colin, when did you guys open up?
We opened in 2019, September, just literally right before the pandemic. It hit us, pretty much like it hit any business, but being a new business starting up in the pandemic was definitely eye-opening when it comes to running a business, that's for sure. But we're really thankful we have customers like you and your dog Bella here. We wouldn't still be here today. So, yeah.
So, give me share with me a little bit about like what made you want to open a pet resort? Where'd you get the idea? I mean, you're passionate about animals and you have several. So,
good question. Yeah. So. It's real easy to be passionate about animals. Probably the best people on the planet are animal lovers. We love animal lovers and we love working with them. I got into the animal industry because I originally was working for a family business, doing business-to-business consulting nationally, and all the animal care industries, basically animal control, veterinary, pet boarding, daycare, grooming. You name it, we'd be at, veterinary conferences helping veterinarians get continued education, things like that. But within that field, we were specialized in sanitation products for animal care facilities and just helping them out. So I was getting a lot of boots on the ground, a lot of facilities all over the United States and a lot around Northern California. And eventually just decided, hey, I don't really want to live out of a suitcase anymore. And so now that's where Buster's originated, and I have family in Southern California. My aunt and uncle, they also have pet resort as well. So I was able to kind of pick their brain on top of a lot of other customers that I used to have that I still keep in touch with, who also own other kennels and pet boarding and daycare facilities. And it's just been it's been fun for sure. There's definitely, like, dogs really test you. You fix one thing, they break 10 more things. So we're always staying busy here. But I'm not afraid to get my hands dirty, and you find the people that love animals too. You got a good team, and that wants to grow too. So that's what's nice about it.
Yeah, that's really cool. In fact, like I shared, have been bringing my dog. So they have several different services here. There's a lot more that I even knew about. But as I started bringing my puppy here, and integrating her, I wanted to personally, when I got my dog, she was a COVID dog. So I wanted to actually integrate her with other dogs so she would be friendly. And you're literally, probably 5 minutes from my house, maybe 4, right?
Like not even a mile.
Not even a mile, yeah. And so I was like, okay, let's check this out. And we're in 2024, so for the last 4 years, I've been bringing Bella here on a monthly daycare program, which allows me to bring her in from any time from 7 o'clock till 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. And also you have services on Saturday too, which I found super convenient. So you have to go run the errands, but you want your dog to get some energy out, right? Yeah. Coolest thing here is, from an opinion of a consumer, is they take great care of your dogs. They have them separated, big dogs, little dogs, but Colin, tell me more about services you offer, how it works, if someone's interested in utilizing your services, and maybe the different types of people that you help and how it helps them with their dogs.
Yeah, most definitely. So we have, our main services are going to be, the doggy daycare services, where we do all-day cage-free doggy daycare, where, I'd like a old-fashioned traditional kennel is primarily they're going to have dogs in kennel runs, a lot like the dogs that are at the animal shelters, or sometimes they're only in smaller kennels. So, unless the dogs get leashed up walks, things like that. We're more modern, being all day cage free. So people that are familiar with dog parks, you run into the risk of, unaltered dogs, unvaccinated dogs, dogs that don't behave well, owners that don't behave well. So you run into a lot of different headaches that you can run into at a dog park. But the dogs can also, it's a double-edged sword. They get that exercise, they get that socialization, everything like that as well. So the cage-free doggy daycare, you're working with animal professionals. The dogs have been screened for all their shots, screened for all their temperament, behaviors, and things like that. So, and the same thing with our boarding as well. Our boarding guests, it's complimentary, the cage-free doggy daycare service. We do have other services as well as training services that we offer, where we can take the dog and we can really create a relationship with that dog. And it's basically like whether it's boot camp, where it's the dog at our facility and it's our dog for anywhere from 3 to 4 weeks, and we're transforming that dog into a completely different dog, or we're working with the owner and we're educating those owners on the do's and the don'ts and how to properly communicate to their dogs, so that way the dog isn't just training them and they're training the dog as well. So but yeah, and then so the training, the daycare, the boarding services are always going to be pretty popular. But right now we do have 3 phenomenal groomers here that are probably some of the best groomers you'll ever meet or have work on your dogs. So and the grooming, we do full shave downs, standard poodle cuts, or we can do simple baths or nail trims or things like that. So that's a lot of our main services that we offer. It's more of the luxury fun side of the animal industry, spoiling your pup, but also if you look at getting dog training, once you make your dog a little bit more of a complement for your lifestyle, rather than you just always paying the bills for your dogs and they're just kind of living off you, bumming off you for free rent, you can kind of turn the tables on that relationship and they can kind of be a complement for you. So
Yeah, and it's very convenient too. I mean, it's coming in here and you're dropping the pup off. I work quite a bit. Another service I don't know if you want me to mention,
Sure.
but taxi service. So sometimes we get caught up at work and I just call up Colin, text him, say, hey, I need taxi service tonight. He takes my dog home for me, puts him in the house. It's just super convenient on that end. And the nice thing about it is, A, my dog gets socialized, right? B, they are somewhere that I trust, right? So and also I don't know if I trust the dog 100%, right? Leave it in my backyard, like what's gonna get torn up when I come home, right?
Yeah,
and then
definitely.
C, they're being socialized and they're just essentially running around, because they have 2 sides of the dog daycare too, and you actually group them by size of dog, yeah?
Yeah, that's correct. So yeah, we have several different yards. This is actually one of our indoor yards that we use a lot for training. We have 3 outdoor yards, one that's used for isolated dogs that are separated from the pack. We have another outdoor yard that is going to be primarily like where Bella usually is, was a small pack. She's one of the alphas out there running that wolf pack. And then we got the big dogs, and we usually have anywhere from 10 to 20 dogs at a given time on a play group, and we rotate dogs if necessary and things like that. But they're all having fun. Some of them like to get into trouble, and we have to communicate with the owners. But obviously there's a solution for all that. And dog training, we haven't had to bug you for dog training. So, but I think you originally did it a long time ago.
Yes. Well, she was a COVID dog, so she kind of spent all day with me. So that was, I'd be at home working, and so I did a lot of training at that time. But you guys also have contributed a ton to just showing her, training her sits, and you guys. I'll say that one thing is huge is the reinforcement that happens here. If you share with them, hey, I'm working on this, they'll literally call, and I've shared with you, hey, I'm working on her with the sits, or I'm working with her stays, and you guys are out there reinforcing that type of thing in the yard. So that's pretty awesome too.
Yeah, and we do other fun things, like we got splash zones for the dogs. When they're outside and it's not too hot, but it's hot enough to where we want a little bit of cool air, we got swamp coolers, which is basically like big industrial outdoor air conditioning units. Misters along the fence line. The splash zones are cool because it shoots up water and it's constantly adding like fresh sprinkler water. So just like being a kid running through sprinklers, the dogs are kind of running through that, getting their little splash on. So.
And how would they contact you if they want to ask you more information about the services, and what's that look like?
Yeah, the best way to contact us would be reaching us, just giving us a direct call. Our phone number is 916-844-7075. You can reach us, check out more information about pricing or just more detailed information on our website at www.busterspetresort.com. Or, you can just, shoot us an email, whatever your preferred method of communication. We're available on Facebook as well. So just reach out any way you guys like. We'd be happy to help you guys out.
Awesome. I highly recommend this business. Been coming here for years, and there's so many. I look online when I first started searching for dog resorts and dog care and things like that. I would look online and reviews and things, and look at the comments and the reviews, and it kind of gets scary. So check them out. Come in here, take a look at the place for yourself. They just actually, before we started this, they gave someone a tour who was considering bringing their dog here. So they're open, they're transparent, they'll show you everything that's happening. And Buster's Dog Resort's fantastic organization, and it's run by fantastic people. So give them a shout.
Thank you.
Cheers. Have a great day. So what we'll do